We've got another amazing speaker. It's Rebecca McNiven. She's Director of Services at Partnerize, and she's going to talk about how to take partnerships global. Rebecca, over to you.
Hi, I'm Rebecca McNiven, Director of Services for Partnerize. And with the MadFest theme of Forward in mind, today I'm going to be discussing how to move forward with your partnerships programs and take partnership global. With the growth of e-commerce greatly accelerated in 2020 and in response to revenue lost through brick and mortar store closures, more and more brands are deciding to go global. However, extending a brand internationally tends to be expensive and resource intensive. Therefore, brand teams need to define the most effective and efficient tools to help them do this. When you look at primary acquisition channels like display or paid social, marketers can't afford not to be present in those mediums. However, the cost of doing business within these channels is continually on the rise. Partnerships are a powerful alternative to other primary sales and marketing channels because it subsidises the high cost of these channels with a pay for outcome, not pay for access model. Partnerships must be a part of any brand's international expansion plans, but you have to do partnership right from the start. If you're looking for ways to drive faster and stronger brand sales as part of an international expansion, I'm here to reveal the best practices that should inform your efforts. Firstly, having access to someone who fully understands the dynamics of partnerships in your target regions helps you avoid any pitfalls that can hamper your initial efforts. These regional experts may also have pre-existing relationships with partners that enable you to get efforts in place more quickly and pass on their associated trust. Partnership is, after all, based on relationships. Your company can acquire such talent by creating an internal team or employing an agency or consultancy that is well-versed in both the partnership space and its unique regional dynamics. It's important for decision makers to understand how partnership differs in the target regions, as dynamics of partnership are very different in different parts of the world. Take the time necessary to ensure you know the key success factors for partnership in every geography. By creating a strong knowledge foundation, you can better align your programs to what works to drive maximum revenue and conversions. This will also help you analyse the scale, offers, and other tactics used by your competitors, so you can gain critical insights towards defining the optimal mix of offers for your programs regionally. Your measurement technology and/or partnerships management team is an ideal source for insights about major new markets. If you don't have access to experts on the countries, get them fast. So you've done your homework. Now it's time to set the partner strategy for your brand. Brands are realising big revenue gains through partnerships of all kinds. In recent years, there's been a fundamental evolution in partnerships and how brands can work with partners. Partnership as an industry now encompasses dynamic new sectors, including channel, loyalty, influencers, referral, and brand-to-brand alliances, in addition to affiliate. Affiliate is a great place to start in partnerships, but once you have your affiliate programs humming, it makes sense to consider other forms of partnership. Having a single provider for all regions simplifies the internal resources you will need to devote to driving maximum success in partnerships. Many affiliate networks cover only certain geographies, therefore some cannot make payments in the regions where your partners may be based. Maybe a little self-promotional, however, there is much research that indicates that software solutions tend to be better at truly international coverage. Think about both the regions you'll enter immediately and those where you expect to enter in the future. Plan ahead for less pain later on. It's better to get this decision right at the outset than to have to switch providers later as your needs grow. Success in partnerships is about continuous and proactive optimization, not a set it and forget it approach. Think about continuous improvement in the context of analysis and program management best practices. So that means constantly reassessing the compensation model to ensure your offers stay competitive, working hard to stay top of mind so that partners continue to feature your offers prominently, putting your data to work by collecting and leveraging more information than just a conversion tag fire, and keeping your partners close and your best partners closer. It's also important to recognise that more and more companies are focused on including all marketing touchpoints, including those powered by partners, in their analytics and attribution modelling. To ensure partnership takes its rightful place in that holistic view, there are several things you must do. First, begin to collate a set of data on consumer events for the partner marketing channel as well as other channels to create a comprehensive view. To do this, you need to deliver the right partner marketing data inputs. For most customer journeys, there are a number of measurable events between the first partner click and the final purchase or conversion. Each step in the process must be measured and the data compiled at a granular user level. Finally, you need to ensure timely data ingestion and processing. Real-time data has far more value for optimizing results than data that is days or weeks old. So to summarise, going global has its challenges, but you can make the process much simpler and faster by following a methodical and well-reasoned plan. The steps outlined here can provide a framework on which you can build a programme that meets your specific needs. I hope you found this session valuable. If you scan this QR code, you'll be taken to a more conclusive ebook which features an extensive list of top 10 tips to help you go global with partnerships. Please feel free to reach out to me directly if you have any comments or questions. And if you'd like to know more about Partnerize or find out some of our more great content, visit our website. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you so much. Excellent presentation and surprisingly lots of questions coming in. So let's take as many as we can. First one is from Aurelia, who asks, how would you suggest identifying experts in new regions? Which is something I was thinking too. How do you find these people?
Yeah, good question. So the first thing I would probably do is think about looking at media outlets in the particular region you're looking at. So that will be a really good way to help you start to identify, find some content pieces, find some articles and identify who are the experts in that region and who can you reach out to start to get some advice. Secondly, you could also think about sourcing an agency or a tech partner in that particular region who have the expertise to support you. And then finally, I think you could also consider looking at other brands that are working well in that particular region that you're looking at and approach them with a view to working on a B2B partnership with them. So you can benefit from their expertise in the region and get their support with your launch.
Excellent, thank you. Next question from Harrison. What partner types do you see performing well in EMEA or perhaps globally?
Yeah, good question. So at the minute on the platform, we're seeing really strong performance from our content partners. So I think, people are spending lots more time online, particularly over the last year. Within that content space, we have a lot of growth in influencers who tend to sit under that content category. And we are seeing more and more that influencers are sitting under the remit of partnerships teams that we would typically work with in the space. And I think APAC are definitely leading the charge in this respect. In EMEA, card-linked offer partners we're seeing a lot of growth from. So they're offering a really seamless experience for the consumer. Everything's tracked at card level. They offer discounts on things like discounts on your phone contract or reward points to be spent at different retailers. So those kind of card-linked offer partners typically sit under the loyalty or tech partner category. But as I say, we're seeing huge growth from them recently. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them sitting under their own distinct category over the next year.
Excellent. We can fit in one more quick question from Gloria. What's the number one thing you see brands struggle with when they want their partners program in new regions, launch their partners program in new regions?
Yeah, so I think making sure that they have the right back-end fulfillment support to manage their campaigns effectively. So currency is one of the key things to consider. Not all tech partners, not all networks can pay out in all currencies, and it's super important that you're able to pay your partners in their preferred currency to build strong relationships with them. So that's the number one thing that I'd consider from the outset.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. Lots of great insight there for anyone wanting to expand internationally.